So I just saw Dune, and it was pretty good. This film was directed by Denis Villeneuve, who is responsible for Blade Runner 2049, and while it didn't leave me as blown away as that one, it's clear to me that it has very different goals and for the most part does accomplish what it sets out to do. Except for that one shot. Why does he look like that? Aside from that, yeah, the movie looks beautiful. This is just the standard from Denis at this point. As for the story itself, it's a pretty basic hero's journey that isn't really breaking any new grounds, but it's still one that I found engaging through its interesting characters and universe. A lot of people have been talking about how most of the movie is just dialogue explaining how the world works, but I rarely felt like any of it was unnecessary to the plot, or that it sacrificed developing characters in order to do so. Although towards the end I did start to lose interest a little bit, and instead of having a proper ending, it just decided to stop. It didn't even really leave with a cliffhanger, it just kind of paused the story until the next one. I'm glad that it quickly established that it was part one of a series, but it doesn't feel like one complete product, and I can understand why people would feel dissatisfied in the end. I'll try to keep this as vague as possible, but personally I feel like once those two characters left the ship that was crash landed in the sand, that might have been a bit more of an appropriate place to end it. It was definitely right after something more important happened, and with Paul meeting these characters in this new environment, I think it would have made for a solid opening to the next installment, as opposed to being a lackluster finale to this film. Another aspect I unfortunately took issue with was the audio mixing. I get it when there's a big action scene that has lots of explosions and lasers and yelling, but there are quite a few scenes where I couldn't catch everything people were saying because of the music, and I can't think of a justifiable reason for it to be that way since it's a movie that expects you to be like Hans, I love you. Turn it down for one? Could you turn it down for 1 second? But like I said before, I did enjoy this overall, and I'm very much looking forward to the next installment. It almost feels weird giving this a rating right now since it feels more like half a season of a TV show, and I'm not sure if down the line future installments might change the experience of this movie, but as long as it's still in Denis Villeneuve's hands and the studio lets him execute his vision properly, I trust the payoff will be worth the wait.